What's up, football fans from the GoMileHigh.com studios? It's time for another edition of Football Guys TV. I'm your host, Cecil Lammey. Let's take a look at the latest news and notes from around the National Football League. Let's start in our nation's capital this week, where rookie quarterback Robert Griffin III is learning the offense quickly, according to Redskins offensive coordinator Kyle Shanahan. This is really no surprise, given that one of his best attributes in college at Baylor was his high football intelligence. This is one of the many reasons why we love RG3 as a quarterback by committee candidate that you can pick up around round 9 or 10, and then you could probably start him most weeks. In fact, he could lead you to the title where you could say, it's a celebration. Cedric Benson hasn't gotten very much interest on the free agent market, but what team could possibly show interest now? Of course, it's the Oakland Raiders. Now, currently behind superstar running back Darren McFadden, the Raiders traded for Mike Goodson, used to be with the Carolina Panthers, and they also have second-year running back Tywan Jones, but it may not be enough. Listen, Reggie McKenzie and Dennis Allen will get the thing turned around in Oakland eventually. Adding a guy like Benson may not make a whole lot of sense in our eyes because we like Goodson as the true handcuff player behind Darren McFadden. Tywan Jones, more of a change of pace back. Even if McFadden is hurt, we don't think that Jones' role will increase that much. However, the Raiders may go ahead and sign a guy like Benson. No rush though. Perhaps before the start of training camp, we'll see that deal get done. Trouble in Minnesota. Percy Harvin is unhappy. Percy Harvin could hold out. Percy Harvin has requested a trade. The Vikings have said no, essentially. This is a mysterious problem. No one can really pinpoint what the hell's going on here with Percy Harvin. All we know that he's upset and he wants this problem to get fixed before the start of training camp. Some say that it's a non-contract issue. Well, if that's the case, then what is it? Nobody knows, and Harvin is being coy with the media anytime he talks about it. Maybe Vikings head coach Leslie Frazier can put on his best ascot, jump out of the mystery machine, and solve this thing before the start of training camp. Let me tell you about one of the hottest sleeper running backs out there, Jacquizz Rodgers from the Atlanta Falcons. But should he be a sleeper considering the fact that he has yet to beat out Jason Snelling for the backup job behind Michael Turner? I had a chance to talk to D. Orlando Ledbetter from the Atlanta Journal-Constitution this week, and D told me that it's going to be a split of carries around 70-30 in favor of Turner. So yes, Michael Turner, not the same back that he used to be, but he's not going to fall off the cliff in fantasy terms like some people think. What is it? Every week we got to talk about the Browns quarterback situation. Now Colt McCoy may be on the trade block. Wow, big surprise. They drafted Brandon Weeden in the first round. He's going to be their starter, making McCoy expendable. They're not asking for a lot in return for McCoy, which is no surprise. He's not worth a lot. But there are a few, small handful of teams that could be interested in McCoy as a backup. First up, the Dallas Cowboys. Behind Tony Romo, they have Kyle Orton. But Stephen McGee, their third-string guy they've been waiting on to develop, has not been impressive in rookie minicamps or OTAs this offseason. And the other team that we think could be interested in McCoy is the Green Bay Packers. They lost Matt Flynn in free agency, and right now they have Graham Harrell as the top backup behind Aaron Rodgers. That's not a good thing. McCoy would actually be an upgrade there in Green Bay. It's time for our Twitter question of the week. Hey, make sure you follow us on Twitter at FootballGuysTV. This one comes in from at DPayne75 and says, considering upside and where you can draft him, who has the most value in fantasy football, Chris Johnson or Maurice Jones-Drew? Well, when did a holdout work the last time for a running back? MJD? I'm talking to you, kid. Chris Johnson experienced the same thing last year, finished the season as fantasy football's 16th best running back. He's looking to improve on that this season. We think he will. Given the fact that you can get CJ, maybe 2K, back at the end of the first round, it's a better value pick than Maurice Jones-Drew, and this holdout situation is only going to cause the team to perhaps look more to Rashad Jennings. MJD had a career year last season, but is going to have trouble duplicating that this year, so grab CJ2K instead. From the Go Mile High studios, that's a wrap for this week's edition of Football Guys TV. Hey, I want to remind you to sign up for our free daily newsletter every morning right to your inbox. The latest news and notes from around the NFL with comments and opinion by Footballguys.com. For my man Rob Wagner, the man in the box, I'm Cecil Lammey saying thanks for watching, stay tuned, and stay frosty.